floor, because most of the areas that I sit in are carpeted or have some sort of, area rug or something. So, but I had forgotten the, I think, the benefit of the posture of having just a little extra oomph under the backside. um, and it feels very, very comfortable. My back is taking a minute to adjust to it, but it feels very natural just to sit upright in the pretzel position. So I thought I'd share that with you. I'm a pretty big fan of cushions, especially the buckwheat ones. I sat on K-pop ones for a long time, and I don't have anything against them. I just feel like it's easier to sort of customize the buckwheat whole ones. In fact, most of them have a zipper on them, so you can actually remove or add to those buckwheat hulls if you want more in there. But I just kind of shift them. So like as I'm sitting on sort of the front of this oval one, I have more sort of the excess pushed to the back, and over time the buckwheat hulls tend to grind down just a little bit and break a bit and become a little more pliable, I guess, in my opinion. But they're quite comfortable. I feel like they fit all the areas, and I don't get hot spots. So you don't, especially if you're going to be sitting for a long time, you don't want to be uncomfortable. So anyway, that's my review. These the brand on this is called the Bean, or Bean, and the set was pretty inexpensive compared to many sets I've seen go, up in the $175 to $200. This one I think was right at $100, which I thought was really great. So I haven't actually owned a Zabuton. I've used other things like I spent a lot of money on a memory foam dog bed that my dog wouldn't have anything to do with. So it was the perfect size. So I sat on that for a long time. Until someone asked why I was sitting on a dog bed. But they were about the same size. In fact, Aurora has tried out the Zabuton. I think she's sat on it more than I have already, because she likes to hang out in the office with me here. So anyway, so meditation today. I'm going to lead this loving kindness. It's called Loving Kindness for Beginners. And I'll switch it up next week. I'm going to kind of stick with the general format that we've been doing, sort of intro, natural meditation stuff at the beginning of the week, progressing to breath, and then progressing to some other focuses. Going through to Saturday. So we have a progressive movement through the week, but you should be able to jump in at any place. But I'll mix up those the guided scripts next week. I have a few at my disposal that I have curated over time, so we'll switch them up. We'll still do loving kindness probably on Thursday, because I really think it's an important practice. And I really specifically like this version that I've given, but I know that some really like more of a general metta loving kindness for like all beings kind of approach. So we'll do that next week as well. I don't have anything against it. I just like the focus of this one because I feel, this is my opinion, I feel that we do a terrible job of supporting ourselves with compassion and understanding and patience. I think I'm the nastiest person to myself that I know. So, based on my own experience, that I'm harder on myself than I am on any other being, that I feel it's necessary to really turn that on its ear and make that a practice point. So for me, there's a whole loving kindness process and effort that I make to give to myself, because I haven't done that all of my life. I feel like there's ground to make up and there's a habit to establish. And if I can establish that habit of being kind and loving and compassionate and patient with myself, then I know how to do it with others. And it's not inauthentic. It's really showing up with what you truly know and believe, because you give it to the most important person in your life, yourself. So that's why I like the point of this one, where we look and give this loving kindness, compassion, and warmth to a being that's close to us, but then we use them as the mirror for ourselves and turn that compassion within. So that's really important, I think, in moving your karma forward and sort of creating new habits and new thought patterns, rather than being nasty to yourself. You can catch yourself when you're being impatient and maybe even cruel. We can catch ourselves and stop it, and not stopping it to scold ourselves, but to just stop the chain of reaction that normally happens unconsciously. Nasty to myself, now I'm feeling bad, now I'm in a bad mood, and that carries forward into whatever I'm doing unconsciously. If I can switch that in the moment and be, oh, I feel badly, and I can turn that and act with conscious compassion and wisdom. I think that's a really, really important focus. So, as we begin this exercise today, I first want you to check in with your physical body. How are you feeling? Are you aware of your discomforts? Do you have any pain or discomfort? Maybe even in the way you're sitting, and you're just getting through it because you'd rather not even move or not bother, or maybe your body makes you feel uncomfortable in ways. I know mine does some days. Some days it's, a weight issue, and I know that because of my weight, I'm feeling uncomfortable. So, with that knowledge and that reflection, I can apply a little compassion that I'm just a human having a human experience, and that's okay. That's just okay. Doesn't have to be overjoyed that I'm having some discomfort, and it's not about changing that discomfort into anything else, but recognizing it so that we can put our compassion and wisdom to work in a thoughtful, mindful, intentional way. So we check in with the physical self, and we also check in with the mental self. How is your mental body today? Are you in a bad mood? Are you feeling mad, glad, sad, tired, anxious, depressed? It's not about changing that. And don't make it a task list item. Just being aware that you're having a reaction to whatever. The day's a little gray out. Maybe you're just feeling a little low. It's cold out, or cooler. It's not as cold today, but it's cooler out, and maybe that's just pushing some buttons. So be compassionate, awake, and aware that that's what's happening. So remember, we're going to bring our breath into our lower belly as we breathe in. And if you can pattern so that you're like pattern into your breath in is to the count of 4, your breath out is to the count of 4. So even long, full breaths that fill the belly. You should feel the diaphragmatic movement. You can tell, I'm going to add this before we ring the bell. You can tell if you're diaphragmatic breathing. If you take the breath in, belly moves out, but then as soon as you just relax, the exhalation happens on its own. You can tell that the diaphragm is doing the breathing for you if that's the case. If not, you need to like relax a little bit more and try not to breathe so much in your chest first, but your belly first, and then let the expansion move up. Now I'm going to ring this bell 3 times, and that indicates and signals that our meditation period is starting, and this is all we're going to do right now. Here and now, awake and aware. So close your eyes gently. Check your posture. Sit upright, not too tight, not too loose. And take those anchoring deep breaths, arriving and settling onto your seat. Letting everything else fall away. And let your focus and concentration land on my voice and the meaning of the words that I'm saying to you. If you want to begin by putting a hand over your heart or another part of your body that's soothing and reminds you not only to be aware, but lovingly aware of your experience. Now recall a person or other living being who naturally makes you smile, that you feel comfortable with and like to be in their presence. Picture that person or pet fully in your mind. Savoring what it's like to be in their good company. Noticing your own feelings and reactions as you settle in and focus on this being that you love and care for. Focus and concentrate on that being and your feelings around them. Now recognize that this being wishes to be happy and free from suffering, just like you and me and every other living being. And we offer these words and gently feel the importance of their phrases. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Sit with these intentions. And when your mind wanders, just continue to return to those words and the image of your loved one. Savoring the warm feelings that arise. Now, adding yourself to that circle of goodwill. Putting your hand over your heart and feeling the warmth and gentle pressure for just a moment or for the rest of the meditation. Savor these words with you and your loved one. May you and I be safe. May you and I be peaceful. May you and I be healthy. May you and I live with ease. Now letting go of the other and allowing your full focus to rest directly upon yourself. Visualize your whole body within your mind's eye. Noticing any stress or uneasiness that may be lingering within you. Tension. You can release and savor these words. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Rest in these wishes and Continue to take full, deep breaths, just relaxing quietly in your own body, savoring the goodwill and compassion that flows naturally from your heart. Knowing that you can access this at any time. It's not selfish to wish that we can be safe and peaceful, healthy and at ease. It's essential. And it's also notable that we didn't ask, didn't wish just to be happy. It's notable because happiness is not a goal, it's an outcome. So when we can get to that place of ease and okayness, then the pure potential is there for happiness or joy to just arise. So You don't have to go all the way from suffering to happiness. You just have to get to okayness. And the rest will plot its course. And it's all just okay as it is. So, I'll be back here tomorrow on Friday at 2:30 so we can practice again. I look forward to it each and every day. I'll see you soon.